everyone, welcome to Succeed Learning App. In today's session, let's see Chapter 3 History Post-Independent India. As you have seen in the previous video, achieving freedom was not an easy job. But with the great determination and so many sacrifices of our freedom fighters, we got independence on 1947 August 15. But independence was not only a moment of joy, but it has also created a lot of problems. On the first hand, the partition of the country had created new problems. Millions of people from both the countries tried to choose their future in both the countries. It was a great challenge to offer shelter and food to the refugees who arrived into the country. The number who arrived in India were more than the number that went to Pakistan. Secondly, the integration of princely states into the federal structure of India was a bigger problem. There were 562 princely states in India by then. Most of the states, after showing initial hesitations, agreed to join the Indian federal structure. But Kashmir and Jungad in north and Hyderabad in south did not agree to join the federal structure easily. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel handled this challenge efficiently and won success. Thirdly, partition had damaged the economic system of India deeply. There was a need to relook into the commerce, industry and trade in order to provide better stability. Because the colonial power that had abused the resources of India for more 2 centuries, Dadabhai Nauroji has discussed this issue more in this drain theory. Fourthly, India has a challenge of creating its own constitution. Under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the Constitutional Drafting Committee gave India a drafting constitution. This enabled the strengthening of executive, legislative and judiciary. Fifthly, India has to protect its freedom that was after years' struggle in its enemies. It started strengthening its military forces also. The present military power of India is nowhere inferior to anyone now. We need to look back into the history of now about its beginning. Sixthly, since gender and caste-based discrimination was natural to Indian society, there was a need to strengthen the social fabric for the established social equality. It also had to formulate new foreign policy and make arrangements for financial resources. India successfully faced all these challenges and emerged as the largest democratic country of the world. Next, we have communal violence. It is said that people have lost more lives in communal violence than in wars. The clash that takes place on the grounds of religion creates panic in all the society. It had to become a country of different religions due to enormous invasion of foreign rulers. This diversity was used by the British to create divide and rule policy. With this, religious suspicion entered public life after leading communal violence. When India was partitioned in 1947, the North India had to face a lot of communal violence. The evil violence that emerged during the communal violence made Nehru to think about forming a secular nation. Though leaders like Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad and Khan Abdul Ghazzar Khan opposed to the lead of Pakistan, then could not stop the partition of India. Even now, the communal clashes have continued. The Constitution of India has occupied religion as a personal choice of the individual. It foresees a situation where India remains a secular country. The Indians need to understand the intention of Constitution live accordingly. Refugee circle began soon after the partition. During this period, millions of people tried to find future in either of the country. They had to leave their native places and move towards a place where people from the religion were a majority. Around 6 million refugees arrived in India. This crisis ballooned in the beginning, but by 1951, most of the refugees from West Pakistan were taken care of, but the crisis of East Pakistan, Bangladesh continued. As a result, the refugees were arriving till 1971. The Bengal Vichana movement, which was supported by India, could finally liberate the Bangladesh. The war resulted in arrival of 10 lakh refugees to India. They were held by the Government of India, Government of Tripura, Meghalaya, Assam to resettle them and to find new hope of life in India. Since most of the refugees from Bangladesh knew Bengali, they attempted to settle in Bengal more. Moreover, during 1960s and 1970s, India itself faced economic crisis. Major famines destroyed our financial security. Still, India did not leave its humanitarian concern and tried to provide better refuge facilities for them. The people of the Tibet had arrived in our country as refugees during Nehru's time. According to one estimate, there are around 1,20,000 Tibetan refugees in India. In 1960, Government of Karnataka sanctioned 3,000 acres of land to Tibetan refugees at Bailukuppe, and now it has grown as one of the major Tibetan settlements in India. The problem of formation of new government of independence. When the independence was declared on August 15, 1947, an interim government was formed. Lord Mountbatten became the Governor General of India. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. On January 26, 1950, the Indian Constitution was adopted. With the implementation of Constitution, Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad became the first President of India. The Constitution declared India as a sovereign democratic republic. Later, through 42nd Amendment of the Constitution, words secular and socialist were added in the year 1976. Integration of princely state. Vallabhbhai Patel. There was 562 princely states when British left India. Apart from partitioning India, they had kept three options open for the remaining princely state: joining India, joining Pakistan, remaining independent. Government of India, through its instrument of accession, offered an opportunity for the princely state to join federal structure of India. It offered in return of accession revenue shared based on the actual revenue of the state in form of royalty. Later in 1971, these royalties and status were withdrawn. During the integration of India, princely states strongly opposition came from Junabhag, Jammu and Kashmir, Hyderabad states. Under the leadership of Vallabhbhai Patel, who is known as the Iron Man of India, was successfully integrating the princely state of India Federation. Jungadha. The Nawab of the princely state had signed the agreement to join the state of Pakistan. His citizens revolted against him and flooded the cities. The king fled from the kingdom. The Diwan requested Indian government to military to Jungabad to maintain law and order. Later, Jungabad gained Indian Federation in 1949. Hyderabad. The princely state was ruled by Nizam. He wanted to remain independent and refused to join the independent India. Meanwhile, under the leadership of communists, the farmers of the state revolted against the Nizam and Zamindars. The government of India sent its military to fight Hyderabad and defeated the Nizam and integrated Hyderabad into India in 1948. Vallabhbhai Patel could find a solution to this with his firm decision. Jammu and Kashmir. The king of Jammu and Kashmir, Hari Singh, decided to remain independent. Fearing the Kashmir may join the Indian Federation, Pakistan inducted the tribal Muslim to invade Kashmir. The tribal band of people occupied more area of Kashmir. Unless the king agrees to join India, the military of India could not enter Kashmir. Finally, on releasing the sovereignty of the problem in India, King Hari Singh agreed to join India in October 1947. Later, the Indian army attacked the invading tribal soldiers and drove them out of the valley. At the juncture, the issue was reported to UNO. One part of the Kashmir remained with Pakistan. India complained at UNO against Pakistan on the issue. UNO issued battle truce on January 1, 1949. The northeast part of Kashmir that was occupied by Pakistan continues to be with it, and it is called Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Pondicherry. Even after independence, the French had continued their hold over the Pondicherry, Karikal, Mahe and Chandranagar. Many political parties like Congress, Communist and other wanted them to become a part of India. As a result of these parts got integrated in 1954. Pondicherry became Union Territory of India in 1963. Goa. A sustained movement was held to protest against the Portuguese occupation of Goa. Though they were ordered to vacate Goa, Portuguese brought many army from Africa and Europe and tried to collide their power over Goa. Satyagrahas from all over India entered Goa and declared the exit of Portuguese from Goa in 1955. Goa had remained a union territory till 1987 and later became a state. Reorganization of state based on languages. The languages based on formation of state was a demand present during British India also. In this background, formation of state based on languages was decided. After the death of Poti Sri Murlu, who died after the hunger strike demanding for Vishalandra, the demand for language based on state recognition went up. As a result, Andhra Pradesh was formed in 1953. In 1953, Reorganization of State Commission was formed. Mr. Fazil Ali became the president. According to this act, 14 states and 6 union territories were formed. Kannada-speaking regions were part of various princely states. On October 14, 1947, Mysore state came into existence. They had formed all Karnataka Rajya Nirmana Parishad and demanded for the major integration of Kannada-speaking world. Finally, in 1956, Vishala Mysuru state came into existence. In 1973, it was named as Karnataka. Now there are 28 states and 8 union territories in India, including Delhi. By this, we come to the end of the chapter. For more information, log into Succeed Learning app.